Boker Tov, good morning. Welcome back to 10 Minutes of Meaning. Please help yourself to coffee and donuts. Big thank you to our generous sponsors, Shmuel and Esther Chariot, in honor of their parents and their children. If you enjoy our 10 Minutes of Mesillas Yesharim, beginning next week, we're going to launch our annual global campaign. Please show your appreciation. Please enable us, support us, empower us to continue to share and promote Torah widely. Even before we begin the campaign, you can go to brasonline.org/global. We are in Mesillas Yesharim Perach Chavav, Chapter 26, the Midah of Kedusha, the final Midah, the final character trait, the final quality that we are working on in order to achieve a better version of ourselves, a better life for ourselves. And here the Ramchal has defined Kedusha as living a life with a constant and a consistent awareness of Hashem, of the Almighty's presence in our life. That we're not here, we don't live in this world for ourselves. It's not about our pleasure or our happiness, but we simply are the chariot, we are the platform, we are the vehicle and instrument for Hashem to manifest Himself in this world, to give Hashem a dira b'tachtonim, for Hashem to exist, to be accessible and relatable, to be revealed, to be able to repair and redeem Hashem's world. V'chein amru, and that's what our rabbi said. Hatzadikim hein hein hamerkava, ki ashchina shora alayim, ki Moshe isa shora b'mikdash. Someone who reaches a level of righteousness means they've turned their life into a merkava. They are the chariot. They are the conduit through which Hashem is seen in this world. Every time at work, we conduct ourselves with derech eretz, with kindness, with honesty, with integrity, and someone says, wow, it's amazing, you're a religious Jew? That's what it means to be devoted to God? I want more of that. I want to be connected to that. Wow, what a kiddush Hashem. We are the merkava. When people see the way that we eat and that we drink and that we walk and that we talk and that we carry ourselves, when they see our interpersonal relationships, we see our modesty and our attitude, they see our priorities and our values, we become that merkava, that vehicle, that chariot for Hashem. So once upon a time, Hashem's presence, the Shekhinah was Shora in the Mikdash. Where did you feel His intense presence? In the Beis HaMikdash, in the Mishkan. Mishkan Milashon Shachein. Hashem is a neighbor, accessible, available. Today, no Mikdash, the Shekhinah is Shora through us. Ume'ata amachal she'mochlim u'kekorban she'olah agabe ha'ishim. Ki vadai hu sha'isa nechshav li'lo ygadol shalosan advarim. So it means the food that they eat is likened to a korban, to sacrificial meat that's placed on the fire. And whatever offerings were brought to the Mizbeach must have unquestionably undergone a tremendous spiritual elevation since they were being sacrificed. So it means that the way a tzaddik eats is categorically different than the way a gluttonous animal eats. We're striving for something so much more. It doesn't mean we can't enjoy food. Kadosh Baruch Hu put us in this world and He gave us His delicious world. And He said, go, enjoy. But we're enjoying not some hedonistic, morally decadent, morally corrupt way of eating. We're eating in order to imbibe godliness, Hashem, to see His greatness, to give ourselves a life force and a continuity and an energy to continue to be on a mission and to serve Him. Everything is about the mindset, the attitude, the context of what we bring to it. And when we bring to it the right attitude and the right approach, we're living a life of Kedusha, a life of holiness, a life of sanctity. The enhancement that they received, the result of this was so great that the entire category throughout the world was blessed according to Chacham. So when a tzaddik eats, they transform the food they ate. It's not some physical, mundane, secular, profane entity of food. But when the right mindset is brought to that food, it's not ordinary food. And this is the origin of the source of Shirayim. The idea that if a tzaddik has eaten, go run to eat their leftovers. You're imbibing, not food, something that's been elevated. It's a korban, they're a merkava. So if somebody said to you, we have some leftover korban, would you like some? Leave out the halachas of where you're eating it, when you're eating it, who slaughtered it, why it was brought. But we have some leftover korban from the Beis HaMikdash. Would you like some? Who's turning that korban to become karov to Hashem? Kadosh, holy, sanctified, sacred food? Who's going to turn that down? So when a tzaddik, not just a rebbe, so like when Rav Shechter gets up and there's some food, run to eat the food on his plate. When it doesn't have to only be a chassid, a rebbe, a tzaddik. The Ramchal is writing pre-Chasidus, the birth of Chasidus. The Ramchal is talking about tzaddikim. The Ramchal writes, "Ilu ulamacha v'lamishta If you could eat some leftover of a food, of a drink, that a tzaddik consumed in a categorically different way, then you're consuming food that ki'ilu was offered on the Mizbeach. That's holy, that's sacred. Shirayim predates Chasidim. But tzaddik, that's what the Ramchal is describing, because their interaction with the world is different than our interaction with the world. So when we can benefit from the leftovers of their interaction with the world, it elevates us, it lifts us. And the truth is, this isn't only something that's delegated or designated for tzaddikim, for the righteous. It's for all of us, and it's this week's parsha, and I love when the parsha and the other shiurim come together. But v'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'socham. The tzaddikim are the merkava, the avos were the merkava for Shechina, and every one of us. The asuli mikdash in the singular, we were to build the structure, the edifice of the Mishkan, and v'shachanti b'socham, and I will dwell in them. In them is each and every one of us. We are a mobile, we are a moving, we are a vibrant, we are a living Mishkan for Hashem. The way we carry ourselves, who we are, how we present ourselves, how we interact with others, we are the expression and manifestation of Shekhinah in this world for them. And that is our mission, that is our purpose. That is why we're here, to be that Merkava, to be that Merkava. Steinman Zatzal was once in Switzerland, and he met a Rav, Adam Gadol Ma'od V'Shalos, on who asked him, Ma Tachlis Shel Yehudi. This is obviously not in the Mesillas Yesharim. It's in a footnote in the Mashkiach's commentary, Mesillas Yesharim, Rav Dan Segal's commentary. And this individual asked Rav Steinman Zatzal, Ma Tachlis Shel Yehudi. If you could summarize, what is the mission, what is the goal, what is the essence, what is the purpose of a Jew? Heishiv Lo Rav Aaron Leib, Rav Steinman answers, Lios Merkava L'Shechina, Zeu Tachlis Shel Kol Yehudi. You know what our mission, our purpose, our mandate? Every day we should evaluate whether we lived the best day we could have. Were we an instrument, a vehicle, a chariot for godliness in this world? If you advanced Hashem's brand, advanced Hashem's mission, advanced bringing light into this world to dispel the darkness, advanced the world coming closer to redeeming and repairing itself, to look like the world that Hashem wants it to. That's our mission, that's our purpose, that's our essence. All of Torah and mitzvahs are a platform to live a life of Kedusha, a life of meaning, a life of mindfulness, and a life of modeling for others. This is how we relate to time. This is how we relate to food. This is how we relate to intimacy. This is how we relate to gender. This is how we relate to materialism. This is how we relate to Torah is enabling, empowering, and setting us up to be that Merkava, that platform, to show the world this is what Hashem expects. This is how He designed. This is how we tap into the most meaning. This is what it's all about. It's not about us. It's not only about us. And that should be our attitude and approach. That should be how we try to transform. Not always easy, and none of us, including me, are ever always perfect. But we should be evaluating. Are we diving in hedonistically to the world of materialism, or are we elevating it? I was corresponding yesterday with somebody who wrote an article about, the Super Bowl. Is that our world? Do we belong there? Do we not? And they made a lot of very good points, and I agree with it, and I love it. I said, where that article appeared, the advertisements before it and after it were for like a 50-ounce steak at this exclusive restaurant with gold flakes. The advertisement afterwards were some watch that nobody can afford. So all around us we're surrounded. It's easy to take a shot at the once-a-year event, and I agree with it. It's not our world. We shouldn't be consumed by it, defined by it. Somebody doesn't watch ever any other time, doesn't need to, because that's what's sweeping the culture now. I got it. But we have to zoom out the lens and look not just the one night of the year, every day of the year. Are we Are we transforming? So that if we make a l'chaim and we enjoy something, are we enjoying it because it's transformed our Shabbos, our Yontif, our interaction with that other Yid, and we do it over a l'chaim, we're elevating? Or because we're trying to keep up with whatever the latest tequila, single malt, wine, we have to elevate. We are that Merkava. The world is watching, we're watching, our children are watching, our neighbors are watching, and we're meant to be that Merkava. So all the material, physical things, they're not categorically bad. Not saying to not indulge, we can enjoy them. They're given to us to enjoy. Hashem says, go enjoy. But how we enjoy them, the context, the framework, the mindset with which we enjoy them, are we that Merkava? Are we that instrument? Because Rav Steinman said that's the tachlis of a Yid. The essence, the purpose, the mission, the goal, the measure through which we can evaluate what kind of day we had. Were we a Merkava for Shechina? The people who interacted with us at work, in the supermarket, at the gym, in shul, were we a Merkava for Shechina? Do they feel closer, more connected? Did we elevate the brand? or Chalila, did we set it back? We'll continue with Living with Emunah in 15 minutes. It should be a good day of Besoros Tovos for Klal Yisrael.